This video is perfect pointing out a major misconception about modern Orthodox or Modocs. Let's watch.
Person in the back of me. I grew up like fully Beis Yaakov, wore stockings in the ocean. Ben was like, try to be modern Orthodox, but I never like spoke their language. Like I always felt like I was in the wrong play. Like I had the wrong script. Like Kabbalah girls, modern Orthodox people, the Yeshiva League never clicked for me.
Now, it makes a lot of sense that you get along with Lubavitch and Baal Teshuvos because you are Lubavitch. And Baal Teshuvos hang around Lubavitch, and Baal Teshuvos are always willing to learn, and you yourself are sort of like a Baal Teshuva. You're also willing to learn, which is great. The major misconception that you and many people have about modern Orthodox is that modern Orthodox is not liberal or Judaism light or Orthodox light. Modern Orthodox is a concept that was started by Rabbi Shlomo Hirsch in Germany, and the German Jews were called Yekes because they'd wear jackets, while the rest of Europe, especially Eastern Europeans and Lithuanians, were still wearing the long frock. And they, in the Germany, were modernizing, and Rabbi Shlomo Hirsch said that we could modernize and also still be Orthodox Jews following halacha completely. And we know that in Germany, they had the straightest Masorah of halacha from the Gaonim through the Rishonim and Achronim till the present day. So what's modern Orthodox? Modern Orthodox people, real modern Orthodox people, are really religious and very Orthodox. They're just as Orthodox as ultra-Orthodox. The only difference is in appearance, because there are three major tenets that the ultra-Orthodox take that modern Orthodox do not take. That is covering their hair, that is tznius laws, and that is kol isha. Why? Because those are not halachos. Those are not in the Torah. Those are not in the Talmud. Now, the Talmud does reference covering the hair when it talks about someone trying to use God's name in front of a woman who has uncovered hair when she usually covers her hair. It does talk about tznius a little bit when it says a man can't use God's name in front of a woman whose thigh is uncovered. And also a man cannot use God's name when she is talking, when her voice. Some say singing, but it really just means voice. Now, guess what happened? The Zohar. The Zohar took those three concepts and really went to town on them. And it took other dicta that was in the Talmud, and it basically made it very important that after a woman loses her virginity, in other words, she gets married, she has to cover her hair. And the custom came that a woman who's no longer a virgin, she covers her hair. So that's why a kala at her wedding, she does not have to cover her hair until after the wedding night. And that's why some people even say divorced women continue to cover their hair, because it's not about marriage. It's about their status. But you should just know, neither that is actually law or halacha or in the Mishnah or in the Torah. It was practiced very severely by the Hasidic community, but the German communities did not, because they followed halacha, and that is not. That's a major divide. Now, what happened now is that modern Orthodox were thriving from Rabbi Shlomo Hirsch, through Rabbi Breuer, and then through Rabbi Yosef Ber Soloveitchik. However, the problem is that in America, there's a lot of influence from the Eastern Europeans and from the ultra-Orthodox. And therefore, the modern Orthodox and the young Israel are now falling by the wayside. Although many of them are Talmidei Chachamim and are very great practicing Jews, the children are taking on more of the Eastern European customs and falling in with tznius, falling in with covering their hair, and falling in with kol isha, which is fine, and it's a great custom. That is the difference. So next time you look at a modern Orthodox person, or you want to consider yourself modern Orthodox, don't say you're modern Orthodox because I'm Orthodox, but I like to use my phone on Shabbos, or I'm Orthodox, but I'm not so good at kosher. That's a new type, new age, liberal Orthodoxy, where sort of you're fudging certain halachos. Modern Orthodoxy follows halacha 100%, except for what's in the Zohar. Any questions, let me know.